Today, I'm going to show you how to send text messages to anyone you want using HomeKit. This will allow for automations like sending a text message when the alarm is triggered or when motion is detected between certain hours. And it's not just for text messages, we can even set this up to send emails, Slack messages, Discord messages, and the list goes on. The possibilities are truly endless. Stick around to the end because we'll do a quick little demo showing an automation that sends a text message and an email when a HomeKit light is turned on. Buckle up, it's going to be a good one. Let's go! Yo, what's up guys? My name is Shane if this is your first time here, and this channel is all about building an easy smart home using Apple's HomeKit with new videos published every Sunday and live streams every Wednesday. Now, one of the questions I get asked a lot and have been getting asked for a long time is, Shane, is it possible to send a text message directly from HomeKit? Essentially, I want to include a text message in my automations, and it's a tricky one. We can't natively send text messages from HomeKit because those automations run on our HomeKit hub. But there is a way thanks to a service called Notify.Events. All right, so this here is Notify.Events, and you can see right here it says Notify.Events collects messages and alerts from various services and sends them to recipients of your choice. Right here we have IoT and smart home. So as you can see, there's Home Assistant, Node-RED, and of course Homebridge right here. So that's the one we'll be utilizing today. And if we scroll down a little bit, you can see the available recipients you can send messages to from your IoT, your smart home. As you can see, we have SMS messages right here. Here's email, you have Telegram, Android users, so this could be a good way to get those Android users, even if you're just using SMS or the Android integration, get those Android users kind of in on your HomeKit smart home possibly. You can send Slack messages, Microsoft Teams, all these integrations, and just the list goes on here. So today we're going to utilize Notify.Events to send a text message triggered by a HomeKit automation. We'll also configure it to send an email just to show you what that looks like also. Now first, let's cover what you'll need. You will need to be running Homebridge, and you will also need a Notify.Events account. Now you're probably wondering about the pricing. It says you can try it for free. Let's go and cover that real quick. The pricing here, you can see there's different plans. The basic plan is free, and with the basic plan you get up to 300 messages a month. So that's probably more than enough for most people, especially if you're just using this with like your smart home integration and stuff like that. Not bad at all. Now, there is an additional fee for text messaging. Okay, so that's just something to be aware of. And I looked around and I really couldn't find any completely free way to do this without some sort of fee. So just something to keep in mind there. But if you're just utilizing this with email or with Slack or Discord or any of those other integrations, you can use that basic plan right there and get up to 300 messages per month. And here's the prices for additional services. That's what they call it. In the United States, which is where I'm at, you can see for SMS messages, it's $0.0095 per message. So basically less than a cent per message. All right. And you can even do voice calls and line. I'm not sure what that is, but we're just going to look at the SMS messages here today. And like I said, it is a very small fee, so not a big deal. If you're not doing these like multiple times a day, then it might add up. But if you're just doing these every now and then, or once a day, once every other day, something like that, not a big deal. So if you want to utilize the SMS function here, you need to add funds to your account. So let's go ahead and log in real quick, and I'll just show you how to do that real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. I already have an account set up, but if you don't, just create one here and then sign in. And let's see, I don't have any channels yet. We'll get to that in a second, but you can see up here, my plan says basic. So that's the free plan, but I do have some money in my account. So again, you need to add some funds in order to utilize those paid additional services. So those are kind of additional outside of your plan anyways. So you can click on your plan, and over here you can see my funds right here. If you need to add some, I just added $15. Again, it's just a fraction of, a penny basically in order to send those messages. So a little bit will kind of go a long way, but you can just add funds here, use your MasterCard, Visa, PayPal, whatever. And you can add however much you want. So that's how you add funds to your account so you can utilize the SMS feature. First, we need to configure notify.events, and then we'll get over to Homebridge. But first, in notify.events, go to your channels. You can say, I don't have any here yet, so let's create one. And you can call this whatever you want. I'll just call it Homebridge. Group, you can add it to a group if you want. I'll just leave that blank. Make sure allow public subscription is on. And then this is important here, this SMS part, if you're going to utilize SMS. If you're not, don't worry about this, but if you're going to send a text message, you need to turn this on. All right, now allow subscriptions to integrations. That's where we'll set that up. But we can go ahead and hit save right there. So there are no sources and no recipients yet, and then it'll actually tell you your messages per month. So this is kind of nice. You can come check it later on if you want, especially if you're getting charged for those messages. But we can add our source. We're going to go over to IoT and Smart Home, and there is Homebridge. So there is our source. Choose next, and that's all we need to do for that. We will come back and get this token later. I'll hit done. That's it for our source. Next, we need to choose our recipient. So we'll hit subscribe. And here is where you can really have some fun. So you can choose from all these different things here. Again, let's go ahead and go with SMS. So here's a couple options. You can transliterate the message text, which supposedly says it's more profitable to send SMS messages in the Latin alphabet since it's more text placed in one message. You can choose that if you want. Cut the notification length. I'm just going to leave all that blank, and I'm going to type in my phone number here. All right, so I have added my phone number, and I will hit subscribe. Subscribe to notifications. Known limitations: does not support long text, does not support text formatting, chat icons, blah, blah, blah. So you can read this here, though there are some limitations when using SMS that you don't have with, a lot of the other integrations like Discord, Slack, and stuff like that. But just basic text, that's all we're looking for. So click close. And now let's go back to our channels. Click on Homebridge again. Okay, and here you can see we have Homebridge as our source, and recipients is that text message. Okay, and you can actually add more than one messages or more than one number. So I can add the wife here. Okay, and now we go back to our Homebridge channel. You can see we've added 2 phone numbers. So both of these numbers are going to get the message. You can add as many as you want. You can add other integrations here, all in the same, basically the same channel. So let's go ahead and add email address. So to complete the form below, it says subscribe to get notifications. So for this, you do have to confirm your email address before you can do that. So I'll just type in my email address, subscribe. Please confirm your subscriptions on the Homebridge channel by passing the link letter we sent you. So I do need to verify that email address. So I'll go to my email, and here is that, and I will click the link. And you have successfully subscribed to Homebridge channel. So now our email is good to go. So that's going to send me an email also. And I can close that and go back to my channel. There we go. So essentially the source is Homebridge. It's going to send 2 text messages and that email. I'm going to go ahead and delete this message here because I don't want to send that one to anybody right now. That's just for demonstration purposes. You can add as many as you want there. That's it for this part in notify.events. Now let's hop over to Homebridge and we will configure the plugin over there. So over in Homebridge, let's go over to your plugins and let's search for notify.events. Homebridge notify events. And it is verified, so let's go ahead and install this. Okay, and our plugin is installed. So a couple things to discuss here. First of all, in the plugin configuration, you can actually enable actions. So this gets pretty advanced. For demonstration purposes and keeping it simple, we're not going to do this, but you can actually enable actions, and you have to enable port forwarding on your router and everything in order to utilize this. But you can actually have buttons or links in your notifications that actually trigger other things. So you can really take this far. Again, to keep it simple, we're not going to worry about that, so I'm just going to turn that off. Title, you can call this whatever you want, so I'm going to call this Homebridge channel. And token, that's where we need the token. So I'm going to go back to notify.events, click on on our channel here, and then that you want that token, so click copy. Now go back to Homebridge, and we're going to paste in our token. And now we will configure our message. So you can call it whatever you want, message title, and you can put whatever text you want here. So that is our text, priority level. You can change all this if you want. We're just going to leave this as is. You can add additional messages, and you can add additional channels. So if you want to set up multiple automations, multiple messages and stuff, you can do that by adding multiple channels, and you can create those again in notify.events and then configure them in here. But this is all we need to do. We're going to click save. And now we're going to restart Homebridge. Okay, now if we go into our accessories, and as you can see right here, we have our Homebridge message. So I could just click this right now and it would actually send that message. But we're going to go check it in HomeKit and make sure it's looking good over there. So let's open up the Home app, and let's go over to my studio. And let's see, here we go, Homebridge message. It's off, so we now have this toggle button right here that we can use in our automations. Just awesome. So let's do an automation to, I don't know, how about when we turn the background lights off, send a notification. Let's try that. Let's see, so we'll go to automation. Tap on new automation, and we're going to go, an accessory is controlled. Let's look for our studio. We're going to do background lights, turn off, next. Now we're going to look for that Homebridge message switch that we created. There you are, Homebridge message. Next, we're going to turn that on. You can name your automation, so that's what this will do. When our background lights turn off, it's going to send a text message. So this can really be configured and useful, I can think of, like for alarm systems and stuff like that, or leak sensors. Maybe you want an extra notification when you have important things like that happen. So of course, you can configure a certain time of day and stuff like that. And this switch will automatically switch back off after it's sent, so you can reuse it. Like, you don't have to worry about turning it off automatically right there. We're just going to tap done. Now let's go back to our studio, and let's go with, let's turn our lights off and see if we get that text message. We'll also get an email too, if you remember, but let's give it a shot. Background lights are now off. And open up my messages, and you can see this is a demo text message. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. So it does work. We got our text message like right away, as you can see, so that's good. Let's go check our email. Let me turn back on my background lights there for the video, and let's go check our email and make sure we got that email. All right, and here is our email. And as you can see, this is a demo text message. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. So boom, we got our email, we got a text message, all triggered from HomeKit. If you made it this far in the video, thanks so much for sticking with me. I hope this video was helpful. If you'd like to support this channel even further and get access to some cool perks like, you know, our members only Discord server, we do monthly video chats and behind the scenes and stuff, click on the join button down below or somewhere here on screen. It should be also. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.